of discussion. Very interesting topic according to me. And let us see how many of you are going to give me inputs. Many of you have already taken off. What is pending is only landing. Don't keep flying. What's the meaning? Don't keep flying. What is the meaning of that? To keep on flying, flying, flying? No. Finally, there will be no petrol in the plane. The plane will crash. Many of you, the question is, many of you have taken off. What is pending is only landing. Sip Kamal, Sip Ansul, Sip Siri, Sip Siva. Sip Girija, Sip Atmanand, Sip Anil Soni, Sip Sadanand, Sip Krishna, Sip Alak, Sip Sarojanand, Sip Ahem Sip, Sip Rajanand, Sip Krishnanamma, Sip Chotwani, Sip Atmatray, Sip Premchandji, Sip Lakshmi, Sip Samatma, Sip Sukhi, lozenge draw. Sip Bliss, Sip Gigi, Sip Prakasha, Sip Sita, yellow dabba. Sip Anand, Sip Sagai, Sip Rekha, Sip Sachin, Sip Jyoti, Sip Sarlanand, Sip Rutanu, and Rumataji. Hope you are well. Sip Harshal, Sip Som, second row. Sip Sundar Giri, Sip Girishanand, Sip Renuka, Sip Deepatma, Sip Rekha. That is it. Yellow dabba. So this is the welcome to all of you. I always welcome you as SIP because you all are SIP. And now we have the next step. Yes, please. Girija. Unmute Girija.
Shivom Guruji.
Shivoham.
What I understood from this topic is like many of us in this spiritual path, many of us have achieved also, but they didn't get the enlightenment. They didn't get what I understood it from this topic.
What is the meaning?
Many
Now,
of you have already
when
taken off.
you take off in a plane, is the purpose of taking off with the plane to keep on flying, 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 keep on flying?
No,
What is the purpose of the plane?
we should land.
Where?
It should be where we want to go.
You have to land in your destination.
Yes.
99% of the people in this world have not taken off. 99% of the people in this world have not even, out of 99%, 80% has seen the airport. They go to the airport, they go to temple and they do namaste. They've seen the airport.
Correct.
But they have not taken off.
Yes.
People in this Zoom call, you have taken off. That day I gave names. Many of you, I gave names.
Yeah.
But if you take off in a plane and if you keep on flying and you keep on flying, if the petrol gets over, the plane will crash.
But Guruji, with your guidance and this
With
thing
my
will
guidance,
definitely
I can put petrol in your plane.
not petrol. At least we'll reach our destination.
I can be the ATC. You know what is ATC?
Without Guru's this thing, we cannot
So what is the guru's role?
reach.
You know what is the guru's role? The guru's role is called ATC. ATC means air traffic control. The guru will tell the plane, okay, please don't come lower. There's a plane. That day you saw when plane was flying, from nowhere when helicopter came. From nowhere when plane was flying, when helicopter came, both crashed, both dead, all dead. Because one plane and one helicopter, how many of you have seen that? Probably Atmanand is our, and they are our chat GPT boss. So they will tell us how one aeroplane and one helicopter flying, bang. ATC will tell, do like this, transcend body and ego and mind. Don't be selfish. See sip in all. But I cannot come and see for you. That's why my job is to tell you that you have taken off. Even a person like you, you think you're still in the airport or you think you're taken off?
No, I've taken off. Definitely.
Taken off in spiritual terms is called initiation.
Initiation. Okay.
Landing is called realization. Landing is called realization. After landing, taking your bags and going home is called liberation and unification.
Yes, yes,
The
absolutely.
day I went to Switzerland. I landed there without a jacket, and my bag is lost. Without a jacket, I normally always hold my jacket. Without a jacket, -5 degrees, -10 degrees, my bags are lost. Krishna, interesting. So today's analogy is a good analogy. I hope I will have an interesting talk with you all. Krishna.
Yes, sir, Krishnoham. So it's such an
Krishna.
interesting topic. I don't know how it now you are like we have boarded the aircraft, but we are also ready for landing. Our seat belts are on, our seats are upright. We have folded the tray tables, our window is open. Now we are waiting for the pilot, the guru pilot, to navigate through our turbulences and give us a smooth landing. Yeah.
हो कैसे घुमा घुमा फिरा के पायलट को टोपी पहना दिया घुमा घुमा फिरा के गुरु को टोपी पहना दिया अभी तुम्हें See, it's a very good thing. It's a very good thing to trust the pilot. Because if you don't trust the pilot, it's fine. You can not trust, but you won't reach, you won't arrive. What I'm saying, Krishna, it's very important for us to be conscious that our plane does not have unlimited gasoline. This is what I like in this analogy. Our plane should land fast. Guru's there, Guru's guiding, you are following. All that is fine. But we must be aware. What my Guru used to always say, be aware that any moment death will strike. My Guru used to always remind me, be aware. Any moment death will strike. If death strikes you, then you cannot do anything.
Sir, but we can only do what the passengers are required. I'm taking this analogy, but the landing or the fuel, everything fueling or refueling and all is not in our hands, right? We can only follow you completely. We are following you maximum, whatever we can, beyond what we used to do before. Now you are giving us I think, more courage, more strength, more confidence, all coming from this path. But
What
the
about those
final
people?
realization.
What about those people who jump off the plane?
People
Zoom में
go.
नहीं आता है ना Zoom में नहीं आता है वो
I
क्या
thought,
करना फिर
okay.
Example, and some people don't come on Zoom. Then suddenly one Saturday they will come and say, Guruji, वो तुम्हारे को एक पहला ऐसा बताया ना, Guruji. That means that person is not in the plane at all. So if you are in the plane, which means you are giving, of course, there's an analogy. No, it's only an analogy. And
It is an analogy, but my question is still there. What are your steps for a smooth landing? And what are, this is not in our hands. No, sir.
don't
The
get up
result
from
is
your
not in
seat.
our hands, right?
Don't get up from your seat. Keep your seat belts fastened. Despite the turbulences, don't lose hope. Don't lose faith.
Yes.
Imagine, I'm asking you as an intelligent person, out of every 100 flights, how many land, how many crash?
Very less.
Out of 10,000 planes, maybe one may crash, or 1 lakh planes, one will crash.
Yeah.
Which means that every plane that takes off with a qualified pilot will land.
Yes.
Now, the problem is people are not in the plane. People are not with the seatbelt fastened. This is why I said devotion and dedication. So important. Unless that, if I was not devoted and dedicated to my Guru, you think 1% chance I would have been able to be here talking to you? It is because I listened. My Guru told me, you are you are an idiot. I told, Guruji, thank you. I'm Jatta. Thank you. If I tell somebody in this call, you are Jatta means, if only I tell somebody in this call, you are an idiot, man. Tomorrow you will not see them in the call. They'll be gone.
Yeah.
So I am not so scared. I am not here for a popularity contest. I think you all know that. I'm not here. I'm here to sincerely be a divine instrument, be the right pilot to to help people to land. I am not here just to make you chakkar. I am not here to make you all fly and fly and fly and fly in the sky. No, my job is not to make you fly in the sky. My job is to make you realize, who am I? My job is that. My job, if I'm a qualified pilot, if I'm a mentor, I have to guide you. And I get some idea from SIP. Where I get this idea? Somewhere SIP tells me. What SIP told me? No, people may be in the plane, but what is the use? No, SIP says landing. Landing means realization, unification, liberation, unification, becoming one with SIP. This is our challenge. And if you are sincerely in the plane, you're not a visitor to the plane. Some people are visitor to Zoom call. Some people are visitor to Zoom call. कभी कभी हमारे को गुरुजी हमारे को थोड़ा फ्री टाइम है गुरुजी तो हम तुम्हारा Zoom call में आ गया अभी थोड़ा घुमाओ थोड़ा हमारे को घुमाओ थोड़ा प्लेन में घुमाओ. That घुमाना business doesn't work now. Those who are sincere, those who are committed, those whose seat belts are fastened, those who have faith despite the turbulences of life. I know my master, my mentor will take me home. I know I will be able to land safely. There is no choice. I have to land. This has to be our attitude. Hare Krishna, so if there's any more idea, come back. Thank you for taking the discussion forward. Samatma and Will, and then Atmanand. Samatma, Will,
Shivoham,
and Atmanand. Shivoham.
I love all the divine souls here. My flight has taken off and I've been able to overcome most of the turbulences. But I know there's still a string which is attached to samsara that is not allowing me to actually go to the destination and land. But then that string is becoming weak. But as you said, we don't know how much fuel is there, so I have to cut it off first.
That's a very honest submission. Not only blaming the pilot, saying pilot को ले जाना हमारे को pilot को ले जाना है. At least कोई तो बोला कि हमारा कुछ एक धागा है. Some string my string is tied somewhere and not able to fly in the plane to land in the destination. So yes, it is both the job of the guru and the job of the disciple. No enlightenment happens with single effort. If the guru only has effort, enlightenment is impossible. If only the disciple works, enlightenment is not going to happen. If both work, both should work. Two wings of a bird. You need two wings to fly. अगर plane का एक wing टूट गया तो plane will crash. It needs two wings for a plane to fly, two wings for a bird to fly. This is something we should understand. Good, Samatma. So next is Will and Atmanand. Will and Atmanand.
Shivoham. So
Shivoham.
the aeroplane is like the body, and landing is like consciousness, and getting off the plane is like enlightenment.
So therefore, what should you do?
Well, your yoga, all the four yoga have to take you to consciousness. And landing, if you're in consciousness, you have landed. So the problem is sometimes the plane lands and then it takes off again this is not the idea. The idea is to land and land, not keep taking off, but really land, get into consciousness and stay in consciousness. This is the goal.
Some people go in the elevator, they don't get off. They go first floor, 10th floor, 10th floor, first floor, 10th floor, 10th floor. They think elevator is a merry-go-round.
Yeah.
You know, you go to some hotels, you'll see people are going in the elevator. Up, some children, they are only playing in the elevator, up and down, up and down, up and down. They think it's a merry-go-round. They think it's like a, what do you call this? Roller coaster.
Yeah.
So Will, I like your analogy, Will. You can continue speaking. What Will said is very beautiful. He says, taken off means being in consciousness. He says taken off means being in consciousness. Landing means realization, liberation, unification. And yoga is important. Now, this is taking the discussion analogy to a next level. A next level where he's saying when you take off, it means you still the mind, you kill the mind. When you take off means you are living in consciousness. I can guarantee you, if you all have been able to kill the rascal mind, then your passport is ready, your visa is ready, everything is done. Our biggest problem is the mind. A mind we cannot find. This is our biggest problem.
So,
Will, anything more you want to add?
well, I think the pilot is like the mind, especially if he's crazy. And real problem.
If the
The real
pilot is crazy, you're in big trouble. Yeah.
But the real problem is some people, they get into consciousness and then they use that powerful thing to make money and to create all kinds of trouble. So they use consciousness for the wrong reason. This is really dangerous.
That's a disaster. Many people who are using sometimes gyan or wisdom to fool people, gyan or wisdom to make money. Oh, I find so many people who are good in spiritual path, but they are busy making money. They are busy building popularity. They are busy building number of followers. No. The journey of enlightenment is not to build number of followers. The journey, I'm telling you, my guru, I'm so grateful to him. I don't know a second person who was enlightened through my guru. Maybe there was, I don't know. Because I meet people who come to my guru again and again and again and again. I meet hundreds of people. And even after my guru passed away in 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20, 24, 27 years, nobody has come saying my guru has helped me be enlightened. In 7 years, if somebody was enlightened, they should have come and told, Dada was our guru and we are enlightened. Nobody has come out in 7 years. So therefore, this is a big challenge. And today, my analogy to all of you, please focus on landing. Please don't focus on just flying. Your goal is to have a successful landing. Land means don't just keep on flying in spirituality. What is one analogy of flying? You're going on listening to Guru number 1, Guru number 2, Guru number 3. You're going on reading scripture number 1, scripture number 2. हमारा एक वेदा हो गया, second वेदा हो गया, third वेदा हो गया, fourth वेदा हो गया. अभी पुराना पढ़ रहे हैं, पुराण पढ़ गए, पूरा. अरे what did when Adi Shankara saw an 80-year-old man trying to do PhD in those days, he said, I'm saying PhD. When Adi Shankara saw a man, what he told him? He told, hey, bhaja govindam, govindam, bhaja muramatai. Hey, you fool. Adi Shankara told, hey, you fool. That's the translation. What will you get with having these degrees? BA, MA, LLB, CA, PhD. Somebody told me I have done triple PhD. Who told this? Our scientist G told that Renuka has done triple PhD. I don't know how much true it is that she has done triple PhD. Triple PhD, Karna. What will happen if you do triple PhD? Now, you must focus on landing. On landing. Landing means arriving safely with SIP. Can Renuka tell she has done triple PhD or what? Renuka, I went quick with Atmanand's permission. I'm asking Renuka, and then back to Atmanand. Renuka, you've done triple PhD?
No, sir, I have not done triple PhD. I have done PhD. It's only one PhD. He called it PhD. I have done 2 postdoctoral studies in US and in Sweden. So he called it as a
scientist kal bol raha tha, you have done triple PhD.
No, he is not right. I have done 2 postdoc. I have done, yes. It's a postdoctoral studies, so not triple PhD.
So what he meant to say was,
do 15 years. I will spend on PhD doing 3 PhDs.
How many years?
15 years. 5 years of PhD we used to get, and now it is 4 years. So many years you will spend in PhD.
What our scientist Kamal meant to say is your postdoctorate is equal to double PhD, triple PhD. I think that's what he meant.
Exactly.
That's what he meant to
probably, say. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Anything else? You have a question to ask, or can I go to Atmanand?
Yeah, I can go to Atmanand.
Okay, thank you. If you have a question, come back. Atmanand, thank you. Thank you for clarifying.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam, sir.
Yeah, a postdoctoral is also equivalent to a PhD.
Huh?
Postdoctoral study is equivalent to a PhD only.
Okay, so Atmanand is confirming. Kamal ji, आपको confirm हो गया, double PhD उनका हो गया. वो humility से बोलती है नहीं किया, लेकिन वो double doctorate किया तो मतलब triple PhD हो गया उसका. अचानक, unfortunately, उसका गुरु उसका गुरु आदि शंकरा नहीं है, नहीं तो उसका गुरु उसको बोलता भज गोविंदम गोविंदम भज मुरामतई. हाँ, so Adi Shankara was a tough guru. He was not an easy guru. He was a tough guru. What it means is we have no time to waste. We have no time to waste. We need to get to our destination. Continue, Atman.
Shivam Guruji, so I feel the journey is a combination of self-effort plus effortlessness. So if we take an analogy of, let's say you want to go to Switzerland, maybe you have to put the effort and everything to sit on the right plane, right? But once you are inside the plane, then you just have to be effortless, calm, just sit on the seat
So
and
tell me
wait for it to land.
how does that analogy work in spirituality? Please tell me.
In spirituality, I think it is to find the right guru. Till that time, you have to put an effort.
And then after that, effortless. Sir.
Effortless in the sense you have faith and just follow that path, right?
No,
So,
you have to put a lot of effort. Sorry,
this particular thing, see, there was some luck in my case to come on the Zoom call. So now all that I have to do is just attend the call, right?
Attend the call and follow the path.
Yeah, attend the call and follow the path. But beyond that, I think I kind of agree with Sip Krishna that the pilot has to take care of the landing. Passengers cannot land.
I like this topi. I like this business of putting a topi on the pilot. I just like it. Abhi, pilot should take us now. Pilot is not our job. Pilot's job.
No, but Guruji, I mean, don't take me wrong, but isn't it true for a plane to land, only the pilot can ensure, right? The passengers cannot ensure that the plane lands.
My dear Atmanand and Krishnoham, the analogy of this plane is you are the pilot of the plane.
Okay.
You are the pilot of the plane. The guru is only ATC, air traffic controller. The guru is telling you, okay, you are 30,000 feet. Now proceed for landing. Come on. Now you are flying your plane.
With this ATC, we are assured we will land in the right time.
Okay. If you have a good ATC, obviously you can definitely follow the instructions and land.
At least that faith is there, so that's good.
Not a question of faith. I have promised you all. I have promised you all, if anybody is on this call, everybody is on this call, you will not fall. I have promised you all that if you are every day on this call, you will not fall. This is my promise to one and all. One and all who are on this call, surely you will not fall. But if you're not on this call, I can't help you.
That's why we are all encashing that promissory note by attending the call.
No, see, it's not that we are coming here to crack some jokes every day and I want your company and having some beer, thoda beer, thoda whiskey, thoda wine, PK, thoda. Huh? So we are all sincerely following this path, and every day SIP gives us a new analogy. How do we follow this? How do we go forward? But I can tell you, sincerity on the path, the road less traveled. It's not the road everybody takes. It's the road less traveled. But you must have faith. And if you have faith and you have integrity, you have dedication, devotion, you have made this the priority of your life. If you want SIP, if you want मंत्र जीने का शांति आनंद प्यार, if this is your clarity of your life, you can't go wrong. Yogita Naik and Will.
गुरुजी नमस्कार।
नमस्कार।
मेरे को आपसे ये तो आपने समझा दिया, मुझे समझ आ गया आपकी बात, लेकिन आप जैसे बोलते हैं माइंड को शांत करो और हर वक्त इस कॉन्शियसनेस में रहो दैट आई एम नॉट द बॉडी, आई एम नॉट द माइंड, तो उसको कैसे रहें?
वही तो सिखा रहा हूँ डेली कॉल पे।
नहीं,
माइंड
पे वो याद रहता फिर भूल जाता है।
आपने कभी किसी माइंड को देखा है?
नहीं।
फिर कहाँ है माइंड? You missed the most important call. It shows 11 steps how to kill the mind you cannot find. A call tha, please try to find that call. कौन सा date? Somebody will tell you 11 steps how to kill the mind which you cannot find. पहली बात योगिता, when the mind attacks you, you should become aware. You should become aware कि mind has मेरे गले को पकड़ लिया है. कैसे मालूम होता
मुझे
है?
होता है अवेयर, लेकिन फिर उस वक्त पता नहीं है कैसी, जैसे मैं आपको बताऊं मेरा भी ड्रॉबैक क्या होता है, अभी आजकल मैं थोड़ा सा ना उस पे चली जाती हूँ रील्स में। तो
हाँ।
फाइनली मैंने अब इंस्टाग्राम को रिमूव कर दिया, रिमूव ही
हाँ।
कर दिया, क्योंकि मेरे को वो दिख रहा है, मेरा सारा समय उसमें स्टूपिड वेस्ट कर रही हूँ मैं।
अच्छा,
तो मैंने उसको कर दिया।
अगर कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन, आपको मालूम है कि आप स्टूपिड है टू वॉच द रील्स। कोई लोग ये पता है क्या करते हैं, रात को 12 बजे गुड नाइट कहते सो जाते हैं, फिर 12 बजे के बाद ब्लैंकेट उसके ऊपर सर के ऊपर डाल के 12 बजे से लेकर 2 बजे तक रील देखते हैं।
नहीं
12
वही
बजे
तो
से 2 बजे तक
मतलब
रील देखते हैं, रील देखते हैं, रील देखते हैं, उनका लाइफ ही रील हो जाता है। बिकॉज इट्स
डिपेंड
एन
करती हूँ।
एडिक्शन। नो, इट्स एन
यस।
एडिक्शन। और क्या
हम्म।
मिलता है वो रील में? कभी कभी मैं 3 रील देखता हूँ, 5 रील देखता हूँ, मैं अपने आप को बोलता हूँ स्टॉप इट स्टूपिड। मैं अपने आप को बोलता हूँ स्टॉप इट यू स्टूपिड। कोई स्टूपिड आदमी कुछ बोल रहा है रील में, कोई बकवास बोल रहा है, कोई कचरा बोल रहा है, फिर भी हम देखते हैं, देखते हैं, देखते हैं, देखते हैं, देखते हैं, देखते हैं, देखते। इट्स बिकम अ ह्यूज प्रॉब्लम। तो इट्स गुड यू एलिमिनेटेड इंस्टाग्राम, इज गुड। मे बी यूट्यूब में थोड़ा थोड़ा देखो कभी कभी, इन इन शॉर्ट्स में, या बट चूज योर फीड, इसको बोलते हैं चूज योर फीड। फीड, FEED, फीड, व्हाट इज फीडिंग यू?
वो तो
जो भी
सर मैं
आपको
अच्छी
अच्छा नहीं,
बातें
कट
सुनती
कर
हूँ,
दो।
जैसे आपके लेक्चर्स वगैरह ये सभी सुनती हूँ, बट ये रील्स में मैं फंस गई थी, उससे मैंने अपने आप को निकाल लिया। मतलब ये एकदम से कई बार ऐसा होता है कि हमारा माइंड इतना तेज हो जाता है कि हम चाहे भी इस चीज से निकलना तो नहीं निकल पाते। और मैं आपसे चाहती हूँ कि आप, जैसे आपने अभी पीछे बोली थी कि डेली साधना, या कुछ आप अपनी तरफ से भी बताएं कि आपके गुरु के साथ आपके गुरु जी क्या कराते थे साधना में आपको, क्या नॉनवेज के लिए मना करते थे, क्या नहीं करते थे, कुछ मतलब क्या रूल रेगुलेशन होने चाहिए, सो दैट इफ आई एम सीरियस तो आई हैव टू फॉलो सीरियसली दैट पाथ। ये नहीं मैं अभी मैंने किसी से ऐसे ही पूछ लिया कि मुझे इस चीज के ऊपर ध्यान है, तो उन्होंने मुझे छूटते टोक मार दी, तुम बातें करती हो इतनी बड़ी बड़ी, और तुम जानवर को तो खा रही हो, तो तुम प्रभु का नाम क्या लोगी, तुम तो जानवर को ही नहीं प्यार करती। तो देन आई रियलाइज यस ही इज टॉकिंग राइट। अब मुझे फिर मेरे को आपसे यह है, मैं आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछूंगी कि आप मतलब, जैसे मैं बहुत सीरियस हूँ सर, बहुत सीरियस हूँ, मुझे चाहिए कि मुझे कोई बस दिशा दिखाता रहे और
सी
बताता रहे
तो
कि बेटे इसको
एक बात
ऐसे ऐसे
सही है,
करते रहो।
अगर आप मीट छोड़ सकते हैं तो मीट छोड़ना सही बात है। आजकल मीट आता है, वेजिटेरियन मीट आजकल आता है, वेजिटेरियन चिकन, वो वेजिटेरियन है।
जी, मुझे खाना ही नहीं है, बात ही
हाँ।
खत्म, बात ही
हाँ।
खत्म, छोड़ दूंगी
तो
मैं।
ये बात तो अच्छी, इज गुड इफ यू कैन लीव नॉन वेजिटेरियन, इज गुड, बट लेट मी टेल यू, टू मी द प्रायोरिटी इज बीइंग इन कॉन्शियसनेस। बीइंग इन कॉन्शियसनेस का मतलब है जितना फ्री है, आप जब भी फ्री है बोलो शिवोहम शिवोहम, मतलब प्रभु मेरे अंदर ही है। अभी जो आप वो खा रही हैं, जो गंदा खाना खा रही है, वो प्रभु
हम्म,
अंदर है, उनको खिला रहे हैं आप, प्रभु को खिला रही है। तो इफ यू
हाँ।
आर इन दिस कॉन्शियसनेस के प्रभु मेरे अंदर है, प्रभु इज विथ मी ऑल द टाइम, प्रभु इज वॉचिंग मी, प्रभु इज विथ मी, देन योर लाइफ विल चेंज। बी इन द प्रेजेंस। आई एम टेलिंग यू, दिस इज द बेस्ट साधना यू कैन डू। इट्स कॉल्ड नेति नेति तत्वमसि। मतलब मैं ये तन मन नहीं हूं, मैं तो स्वयं आत्मा हूं, आत्मा परमात्मा है। तो हमारे अहम आत्मा पता नहीं कहाँ है आज, नॉर्मली तो वो नंबर 1 कॉल पे आ जाते हैं, वो कहाँ है अहम आत्मा, आई डोंट नो, बट वो फर्स्ट का के हाथ ऊपर कर देते हैं। वो क्या गाते हैं, बोलता है अहम आत्मा परमात्मा, अहम आत्मा परमात्मा, अहम आत्मा परमात्मा, अहम आत्मा। मतलब क्या है? मैं हूं आत्मा, मैं परमात्मा, मैं हूं आत्मा, मैं परमात्मा। ये तो पूरा दिन गाओ, खाना
ठीक है।
बनाने के टाइम में खाओ, वॉकिंग टाइम में खाओ, स्लीपिंग के शावर के टाइम में, शैम्पू डालने के टाइम में बोलो मैं हूं आत्मा, मैं परमात्मा, मैं हूं आत्मा, मैं परमात्मा। रिमाइंड योर सेल्फ, कीप ऑन रिमाइंडिंग योर सेल्फ।
और
ये
एक क्वेश्चन और, आपने मुझे अभी थोड़े दिन पहले बोला था, जब मैं कंफ्यूजन थी मुझे कि मैं मूर्ति पूजा, आपने कहा सब मिट्टी से बने हैं, तो प्रभु तो मिट्टी ही है, मतलब
सब
प्रभु।
सबसे बड़ी गलती आपकी, सबसे बड़ी गलती, एक दिन हनुमान की पूजा, एक दिन कृष्ण की पूजा, एक दिन राम की पूजा, एक दिन शिव की पूजा, क्या मतलब है इसका, बताइए मुझे।
नहीं तो आप मुझे ये बताओ, ये जो ग्रंथों में हनुमान चालीसा है, शिव चालीसा है, तो व्हाट इज दिस, ये सब
That
क्या
is
है?
meant, that is meant for the billions of people who don't want moksha. Like you want moksha, it's not meant for you. जो लोग हैं, जो सॉरी टू से, जो कीड़े मकोड़े हैं, सबके लिए धर्म तो है, चाहिए ना, हर किसी को कोई धर्म चाहिए। आप धर्म से ऊपर आइए, आपको
अच्छा,
धर्म से आध्यात्म चाहिए, आपको रिलीजन से स्पिरिचुअलिटी चाहिए। इट इज, इफ यू वांट टू ग्रो, यू हैव टू लेट गो ऑफ रिलीजन। इफ यू
ठीक
वांट टू
है,
ग्रो, यू हैव टू लेट गो।
अच्छा समझ आया, ठीक है, थैंक यू गुरुजी, थैंक्स
Okay,
बेटा।
next please. Who's next? Will is come back, and then Kamalji, Rajanand, and Rutanu.
Shivohang Sip. So
Shivam.
the thing with ATC, they have to realize this plane has never landed before. This is the first attempt. It's not like a practice pilot. That's one problem. The second
Wait a minute. For the plane, it has never landed before, but for the ATC, many planes have landed.
Yes.
First point, ATC has no difficulty in showing the guidance. But what if the ATC tells you, now you must reduce your aerial level from 30,000 to 20,000, and the pilot says, ATC, go to hell. Then what happens?
The second problem is that the ATC doesn't know in the cockpit, is there a monk in the cockpit or a monkey? This is the problem.
Actually, there are two pilots. One is co-pilot and one is pilot. One is consciousness, one is mind. Every cockpit has got two pilots. Now, if the co-pilot, Mr. Monkey Mind, is in charge of the plane, surely the plane will disaster. It will land. It will crash land. So the pilot must shut up the monkey mind, the co-pilot. Hey, you co-pilot, you shut up. And then the pilot must listen to the ATC and land.
So there must be a pair of handcuffs in the cockpit.
No handcuff, only monkey mind. Only co-pilot. The co-pilot is what is causing the pilot to go crazy. See, this analogy is coming out so beautifully. I hope you all are understanding. First, you all tried to put topi on the Guru. Guru, you are only the pilot. Then Guru got the inspiration from SIP. Guru said, no, you are the pilot. Now Will is coming back to saying there is no one pilot, there are two pilots. 100%. Every cockpit has got two pilots. Pilot and co-pilot. Consciousness and mind. If you are going to let mind fly the plane, forget it. ATC won't work. No ATC will work. So we'll think some more ideas, Will, before you have to push me, put the topi back, to put the cap on my head. Think of some more ideas. Kamalji. Scientist, let us see what the scientist has to say. Kamalji, unmute, then Rajanand. Unmute kiji, then Rajanand and Rutanu.
Shyam Guruji.
Shivam, sir.
I mean, I remember during my DRDO scientist days, we used to have one pilot in loop real-time simulator, where we used to train fighter pilots of Ajit and Kiran those days. And I used to be on the instructor console. I asked so many of them, what is the most difficult thing which you find in your flying? So they always said that, see, takeoff is not a problem. We can take off. Flying we can do with because autopilot is available. We can do, but during landing, if we do not be in our consciousness and if we don't follow the ATC, we will not be able to land. And co-pilot, as you are saying, co-pilot at the time of landing, co-pilot doesn't do much. He only assists in case there is an emergency. But otherwise, the pilot is the one who lands. Takeoff is much easier. There is not much of the issue. So what I feel that Guru is the ATC. We have to follow every statement of what comes to pilot, and you have to follow and consciously land.
The problem, Kamalji, is the mind comes as the co-pilot. Mind comes and tells the pilot, why you are following ATC, man? We are two pilots. We know better. We will do our landing. You don't have to follow the. So the mind actually corrupts us. Our problem in life, in enlightenment, is the mind is corrupting us. Otherwise, the guru is there. It's not that the guru is not. Guru is there. Guidance is there. How does one? How does one follow the guidance? How does one reach? For example, it's not easy to dedicate 1 hour every day on this call. It's not easy for somebody to sit on this call. And who are the ones who I guarantee enlightenment? Who come on this call, video on, actively on the call, asking questions. I guarantee. Because that is the method. That is following ATC. But like Kamalji says, most planes crash not when takeoff. Go and check the history. Most of the planes crash when landing. Even recently, last 1-2 months, many planes have crashed landing time. Landing is the challenge. Thank you, Kamalji. Rajanand and Rutanu.
And pilot and co-pilot, they are in tandem. Only pilot requests co-pilot to help him if there is a problem with the pilot. Otherwise, normally
In spirituality, the pilot must tell the co-pilot to shut up. Because the co-pilot is the mind, which is complicating the issues.
No, we believe our ATC will take us. He will make us land properly.
Scientist जी, ATC तो guidance देगा ना, pilot को land करना है. Follow the guidelines. Rajanand.
Om sir.
Sure, namaskar.
Sir, okay, now you say I am
हाँ,
pilot.
पर वो pilot land करेगा और अगर ATC
देखो ATC के बीच में कोई भी बोल रहा है तो ATC का सिग्नल कैसे सुनेगा? कोई बीच में बोलेगा तो कैसे सुन सकता है?
Sir, can I talk? Sir, okay, as you said, I am the pilot. Now I fly smoothly with uniformity, bypassing each turbulence, means making the mind as no mind or keeping it under my feet. So now my simple question is that I don't see the destination properly because there is some literary confusion just for 2 or 3 points. Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Continue. Sir. You cannot see the destination.
Now, how can the air traffic control help me to find out my destination?
Very, very often the pilot cannot see the destination. Very often there is fog, there is snow. But if the pilot follows the guideline of the ATC, he can still land because the ATC can see your location. The ATC can see your flight position, your speed. The ATC can see your height, your level of altitude. The ATC can see you losing altitude. ATC can see perfectly you're going to land. But the pilot must trust the ATC. अगर पायलट बोलता है, पायलट ATC को बोलता है, sorry, I cannot land, मुझे कुछ दिखता नहीं है, I will not land, गया.
That means there should be a strong communication between the ATC and the pilot.
Absolutely. If the pilot does not have good contact with ATC, if the pilot and ATC are not connecting with each other, अचानक कोई लैंडिंग के टाइम, hey ATC, please tell me what to do. ATC बोलेगा भाड़ में जाओ तुम.
ATC की सिंबॉलिज्म भी समझ आना चाहिए ना, वो तभी आएगा जब कनेक्शन स्ट्रांग हो. But ATC cannot, कभी-कभी टेक्निकल बातें भी होती है ATC.
That's called yoga. That is called yoga. So we must live in yoga. If you're constantly living in yoga, you have got a beautiful connection. You've got a beautiful life.
एक दो पॉइंट जो सर्टिफिकेशन के आपने बोला है उसमें 2-3 पॉइंट से सपोज व्हेन आई गिव थॉट ऑन दिस पॉइंट से what is God realization, then at the same time we say serve God in all, see God in all, so I get confused between the terminology sometimes. तो ऐसे points
क्या confusion है?
मतलब if to see in God is it really God realization? To see, is it basically the God realization when you see the God in every person, when you feel God? ऐसा हो सकता है maybe because of the mind.
The moment you see God in all, you serve God in all, you love God in all, that is God realization.
That is God realization.
Yes, absolutely.
That's why इसलिए मैं बोलता था कि because the destination sometimes आदमी को समझ नहीं आता है whether the destination has reached or not because of some confusions, little confusions.
You should not have confusion. You should have faith. You should have trust.
Oh. Trust, yeah.
और कुछ?
Thank you.
Thank
Please,
you.
बस thank you.
रूतनु, रूमाता जी आप बोलेगी या रूतनु बोलेगी? क्या how is she in the hospital? She is in
राम
hospital.
गुरु जी,
प्रणाम।
शिवोहम।
कैसे
गुरु जी,
रूतनु कैसी है?
तनु ठीक है, अभी हो गया ऑपरेशन, ठीक है।
ऑपरेशन सक्सेसफुल, कभी
हाँ।
जाएगी घर?
टुमारो।
टुमारो, ठीक है।
आई एम
So
विद
she
हर
had a
इन द
small procedure in
हॉस्पिटल।
the hospital.
हाँ जी। गुरु जी, जब खुद से मिलना चाहा, मतलब प्रभु अंदर है हमारे, उससे मिलना चाहा, तो थोड़ा रास्ता लंबा और मुश्किल था। गुरु ने आके सब उलझने दूर करके उसको आसान बनाकर मुझ में खुद से खुद को मिला दिया।
ब्यूटीफुल, कहाँ, बहुत अच्छा। किसने लिखा ये? बहुत अच्छा है।
ऐसे ही आया मन में गुरु जी।
Very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Please send it to me. It's very beautiful. See, the point is this, रूमाता जी, एक्चुअली गुरु का काम बहुत कम है। गुरु का काम बहुत कम है बिकॉज प्रभु हमारे पास ही है, हमारे साथ ही है। प्रभु कहीं दूर नहीं है
जी।
प्रभु हमारे बिल्कुल पास है, बिल्कुल पास
जी।
तो प्रॉब्लम क्यों है फिर?
वही है ना गुरु जी, दुनिया की उलझने।
ये उलझने हम क्रिएट करते हैं
जी।
ये उलझने हम अविद्या के कारण क्रिएट करते हैं। वी आर इग्नोरेंट, दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम। ठीक है, गुड। रूतनु, गेट वेल सून, थैंक यू। ये वर्ड मुझे भेजिए प्लीज। योगिता, कम बैक। योगिता एंड कृष्णा, सिबा एंड चित्रा।
अभी एक सर ने क्वेश्चन मतलब आपको आंसर दिया गॉड रियलाइजेशन में, तो मैं इसको जैसा समझती हूँ, मैं ये समझती हूँ कि जब अनुभूति होती है अपनी, तब हम सबके अंदर वो एक समान देख पाते हैं।
बिल्कुल,
अभी थोड़ा ना देख पाते हैं। अभी तो मुझे सब कोई जरा सा कुछ बोल दे तो ईर्ष्या द्वेष आ जाता है एकदम से। तो ये तो तब होगा ना जब,
बिकॉज यू हैव नॉट रियलाइज्ड गॉड इन यू।
हाँ, दैट्स व्हाई अभी तो हमें नहीं हो रहा ना ये गॉड रियलाइजेशन। तो
self realization, first you need self realization. If you get self realization, then it will become God realization. अगर मुझे समझ में आता है कि मैं ये तन नहीं हूं, मैं मन नहीं हूं, मैं आत्मा हूं, आत्मा परमात्मा है, अगर मुझ में परमात्मा है तो सब में परमात्मा है। द सिंपल सब्जेक्ट इज वेरी सिंपल, जो मैं बोल रहा हूं इसकी अनुभूति होनी मुश्किल है, इसको समझना मुश्किल है। इट्स नॉट एक्चुअली सो डिफिकल्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड, अंडरस्टैंडिंग इज इजी, इसको रियलाइज करना है।
राइट। और एक चीज और, जैसे आपने ये बात समझा दी, मुझे समझ आ गया कि मतलब धर्म को हटा के, लेकिन व्हेन आई गो टू एनी धर्म स्थल, तो फिर आई शुड टॉक टू परमात्मा ओनली देयर। आई शुड नॉट, मतलब जैसे मैं मंदिर जा रही हूँ, लेट्स से
मंदिर क्यों जाते हैं?
ऑपरेशन मान, अरे भाई सबके साथ, परिवार के साथ जाते हैं, और अब जीवन बचपन से यही सब करते आ रहे हैं। अभी सासू माँ ऐसे बोल रही है।
So if you go to mandir, look at the Bhagwan inside the mandir, and look at the Bhagwan begging even outside the mandir. प्रभु
Repeat
के
again, I don't understand.
मंदिर के अंदर भगवान है, बैठा है।
हाँ।
और मंदिर के बाहर भीख मांगते हुए भगवान बैठा है। जो भिखारी है वो भी भगवान है।
हाँ, राइट।
तो इफ यू टेक 2 रोटी और भिखारी के लिए 4 रोटी लेके दिया ना, उससे ज्यादा भक्ति के ज्यादा ये है। You make a different habit when you're going to mandir with sasu and everybody. एक डब्बा में पराठा बनता है ना, घर में पराठा वगैरह बनता है ना, हाँ, ये पराठा बनाता है, खुद के लिए पराठा मत बनाओ। जो मंदिर के बाहर जो भिखारी बैठते हैं उनके लिए डब्बा में 4 पराठा बनाइए। हर एक भिखारी को एक पराठा दो उनको। This is the way you will start realizing God in all. Okay, कृष्णा।
और एक चीज और गुरुजी, जैसे आप कोई भी टॉपिक लेते हो ना, तो जैसे हम सब तो डिस्कशन करते हैं, लेकिन मेरी एक रिक्वेस्ट है, एंड में आप उसको, आपका जो उस पे पूरा थॉट प्रोसेस होता है, उसको समराइज आपको करना है, जिससे हम सबके थोड़े बहुत जो भी डाउट रह जाए वो एकदम क्लियर हो
तो
जाए।
प्लीज 8:55 को प्लीज कृपया करके आप सब लोग मेहरबानी करके आफ्टर 8:55 डोंट आस्क क्वेश्चंस। आफ्टर
हाँ,
8:50
ठीक है।
सब शांत हो जाओ, सब शांत हो जाओ,
हाँ।
मैं समराइज करूंगा। ओके,
ठीक है गुरुजी,
थैंक यू,
राइट।
थैंक यू। कृष्णा सिबा 8:55 please put your hands down, I will summarize every day. Krishna.
Yes, sir. Though it sounded first as a very simple topic, as a discussion mode, मुझे तो 8th state of spiritual awakening ही लग रहा है, because we entered as a passenger, and of course, with you have given us a ticket to board the flight. We entered as a passenger, had written seat belt fastened, मतलब we were disciplined seekers, and then the tray table folded, हमारा worldly distractions are folded up, and then the seats upright. We are in consciousness. And then you told a beautiful sentence, you are the passenger and you are the pilot. That means aap humko, you're pushing us forward to be that passenger who can, navigate my turbulences or my conflicts through the wisdom you have imparted. And then in complete yoga with the ATC, only then even the best pilot needs the ATC guidance. Otherwise, he
Absolutely.
cannot land.
Imagine pilot landing without ATC. Is it possible?
It is impossible. So it's
Impossible.
now a very beautiful picture of a beautiful analogy of spiritual awakening. Thank you.
So क्या करना, divide this analogy to Krishna. When you obviously write in a piece of paper, right? Sometime when you're sitting, mind is going to wander here and there. Immediately come back to the analogy. Each of these analogies help us to become stronger and stronger and stronger. They're very good. I like your summarization. Thank you. Siba, Chitra, Will, and Aham Atma. 4 questions, and I will summarize.
प्रणाम गुरुजी। गुरुजी, आई वॉज नॉट इनिशियली देयर, सो जितना मुझे समझ में आ रहा है उतना ही मैं बता रही हूँ गुरुजी।
वेरी गुड। आप कौन से प्लेन में बैठी थी?
I was on the way. I was on the way and I got late, Guruji. So, Guruji, everything is sorted, but because one thing is troubling me, so that's why I am flying here and there. And baki everything is sorted, Guruji. So that the thing that is troubling me, every day when I'm in the consciousness, I find new answers to it, and I'm not getting to the end product to that. मेरा होता ही नहीं है गुरुजी, अभी मैं क्या करूँ उसको मेरे को बताओ. Because of one question only, I'm flying in between.
So you please switch on YouTube and listen to the full session of today. Because आपको तो ये है ना, आप प्लेन उड़ रही है, आपको एयर ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल से सिग्नल से कनेक्शन ही नहीं है। यही अजीब, ये जूम कॉल एक अजीब प्लेन है, पता है? ये जूम कॉल अजीब प्लेन है। आधा घंटे के बाद भी प्लेन खड़ा है। तुम एयरपोर्ट में जो आधा घंटा के बाद कोई भी प्लेन वेट नहीं करेगा, प्लेन टेक ऑफ हो जाएगा। हाँ, ये जूम कॉल में तुम आओ तो भी लेट भी, चलो पैसेंजर आ जाओ, उड़ के अंदर आ जाओ, चलो जो धक्कल मार सबको अंदर।
ये हमारे गुरुजी है ना, इसीलिए चल रहा है सब कुछ।
Okay, listen to the full session to understand.
गुरुजी, और वो उसको योगिता को 16 अगस्त का वो सेशन था, उस दिन आप मीनाक्षी को बोल रहे थे।
Thank you. No, Siri is saying not 16th August. What, Siri? Let Siri speak.
18th August.
Siri?
26th August. 26th August.
Okay,
26th.
Siba 26th August बोल रहे हैं। तो this is for किसका है? Yogita.
Yes.
Yogita, please listen
Mind.
to
How to kill the mind.
Yogita, please listen on 26th August YouTube में, how to kill the mind. Yogita to please listen 26th August. अच्छा, आगे चित्रा, Will, and Aham Atma. 3 more questions. Thank you.
Shivoham,
Shivoham.
what I have heard from masters is, till our last breath, the sadhana continues.
Yes.
That is, we can't leave the hand of the Sadguru till the last breath. In
Yes.
your example, we have to be in tune with the ATC till our last breath.
You have to be not only in tune, you have to be following the guidelines and the instructions.
Yeah, Sadguru का हाथ पकड़ना है बोलना है यहाँ पर, follow the guidelines, correct? Yes.
So if
Sadguru का हाथ पकड़ के पकड़े रहना है, छोड़ना नहीं, आखिरी तक.
So the guru is the one you see taking you from gu to ru. If you have a guru and you are dedicated and you have TODD, trust, obey, don't disobey. If that attitude is there with the guru, then you will follow the guidelines of the air traffic control, and wherever your plane is, whatever be the conditions of the weather, you will be able to land safely. Landing means realization, liberation, unification, mukti and moksha. Thank you. Thank you, Chitra. Will Aham Atma. Will and Aham Atma. Rajesh Rao, I hope it's the last. Yes, we still have time to 8:55 before I wind up. Will Aham Atma, Rajesh Rao.
I think what ATC must realize is that there are many, many planes up there, thousands, hundreds of thousands of planes, and most of them do not want to land. So we don't need to trouble about the ones that don't need to land. But the problem is some say they want to land, but then they want to take off as well. So the ATC, I think at a very early stage, needs to establish if I help you to land, you must then not take off. And I think there needs to be some kind of like agreement that I'm going to do it, but you have to stay you have to stay close to me. And because if the ATC takes over planes which are not really under his control, it becomes really quite a waste of time and dangerous for everybody else. So I think that some kind of agreement, like for example, in Christian churches, many Christian churches will prepare to baptize people, but they don't keep an eye on them. So people get baptized, they establish some kind of connection, and then they take off. They go somewhere else. And the same must happen in Hinduism. People they take some kind of ordination, and then they have a few minutes of happiness, then they disrobe, go somewhere else. So I think there needs to be some fixed agreement between ATC and yes, I'll help you to land, but you must remain close to me.
Okay. Good. I like your idea. So we will put it down before we look down. We have to quick. Thank you, Will. We have to close. Aham Atma, Rajesh, and Siri. No more questions. Aham Atma, Rajesh, and Siri. Let's close. People want me to put the whole discussion together. Last 2-3 minutes.
Good evening, Guruji. Aham Atma, Paramatma, Paramatma, Aham Atma. I was very happy. I am not missing the call. You are searching me in the call. I was driving my car. That is the reason. Today's topic is really relevant. Many of you have already taken off. What is pending is only landing. Don't keep flying. ये तो आकाश की बात करते हैं. मेरा ऑफिस से मैं कार में टेक ऑफ किया. I have taken off in my car. धरती भूमि में वो एरोप्लेन जैसे मैं कार में आ रखा था. Don't keep on flying. I was not going on the driving. I landed in my house safely. इसी प्रकार मेरा spiritual examination में भी मैं पास हो जाऊंगा आपका. I will not be going on staying in spirituality. Similar to that air traffic, जैसे road traffic में इधर उधर कार चलाकर अभी घर आ गया मैं actually. I was listening to the entire thing. Thanks, Guruji. I always require your kind blessings. That's all.
Thank you. Always do well. So yes, you even today, for example, taking analogy of driving a car. Your job is not to keep on driving your car. You need to reach home. If you don't reach home, if you keep on beach if you keep on going in the beach up and down, what is the use? No, finally we have to arrive home, and home means there's a very beautiful song. Kamalji will like this song. There's a very beautiful song. It says, Laga chunri mein daag chupaun kaise, Laga chunri mein daag, chunri mein daag chupaun kaise, ghar jaun kaise. So I tell Prabhu, Bole chunri mein daag chupaun. If we make our life dirty, how will we go back home to the divine, to our Father? So very, very important. Thank you, Mahatma. We'll close with Siri. Last question. Yeah. I thought Rajesh was there, but Siri last, if Rajesh is not there. Yes.
No, Guruji, sorry, it is 16th August only, for that only.
16th August. So, thank you, Siri. Siba, you are right, Siba. It is not 26th August. And Yogita, to note, it is 16th August. Very important. The date for of how to kill the mind is 16th August. That is for Yogita to note, and for Siba to also note. Siba is in consciousness for a change. She's right, and Siri is. My dear friends, with folded hands, I would like to conclude as follows. Most of you have taken off in your plane called spiritual initiation. Most of you have taken off You are flying high in the sky. You know your destination is liberation. You know your destination is realization, which will lead to unification. You know that in the plane, you must be in yoga. You know that in the flight, you must eat vegetarian food. You must know that in the plane, you must follow the rules of the air hostess and you must not jump up and down because the plane can crash, which means that we should focus on our purpose, not live life like a circus, being a clown that's jumping up and down. We have to be able to follow the guidelines of the Guru. The Guru is air traffic control. If we follow the guidelines, even if it is snowing, even if it's fog, even if it's heavy rain, thunder, lightning, with the guidelines of the ATC, we will be able to arrive at destination liberation. So this topic came to me just to make you remember this. You are already flying in the sky, which means more than 50% of your job is done. Before flying in the sky, you had to buy a ticket. You have to reach the airport. You have to get into a plane, fasten seatbelt, pass security check. Nobody told all these things. You all have done many things. First, if you're traveling international, getting the passport, getting the visa, getting into the plane, passing security, immigration, getting into a seatbelt, tying the seatbelt. And if you are in the cockpit, then being able to fly the plane. My dear friends, all of you have finished all this. Now you need to land safely. And landing safely means you must not go here and there. Be united with ATC. Be united with SIP, through the Guru. Be united with SIP. Always have SIP consciousness. Be established. Be established in SIP consciousness. And this is good to be having a guidance of a good Guru. Follow the guidance. Ask questions. Ask questions. Very important in the spiritual path. If you are not asking questions every 2-3 days, something is wrong with you. I'm telling you this, make note. Ask AiR means you must ask a question every 2-3 days. Your hand must go up. You must ask question. May not be every day, but if you miss 1 day, you miss 2 days, at least twice a week, keep it once in 3 days. Even if there is no question, create a question. Creating a question is as important as getting answers. So my dear friends, it's a beautiful analogy SIP gave me. And every time I give you a new analogy, please think a few minutes before the call. What is analogy? How can I make the best of it? Ultimately, my goal is to help you reach yours. My purpose is to help you reach your purpose. My mission is to make you achieve your mission. I hope you will have not just passion, but also obsession for the mission. I call it POM, P-O-M. POM means passion and obsession for the mission. Then your life will become a celebration. If you have POMC, POMC means passion and obsession for the mission will make your life a celebration. With folded hands, I bow down to you. See you tomorrow at 8.